Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into something really exciting in Jujutsu Infinite, the armor. Now, as many of you know, there are over 100 pieces of armor in the game. That's a lot of options, from cloaks and robes to jackets, vests, shirts and pants. There's no shortage of ways to customize your character's look. But here's the thing, not all armor is created equal. While some are purely cosmetic, there are others that actually give you some serious buffs to boost your character's performance. In this video, we're going to focus on the best armor in Jujutsu Infinite, the pieces that not only look cool, but make you a lot stronger too. Let's be honest, who doesn't love looking stylish while kicking some serious butt? But in Jujutsu Infinite, it's not just about looking good, it's about what the armor can do for you in battle. Whether you're looking to tank some damage or boost your attack power, the right armor can really make a difference. So let's get into it. I'll be showing you the top tier armor that will take your gameplay to the next level. Stay tuned and let's find out which pieces of gear are worth your time and which ones you might want to leave in your wardrobe. I'm quickly moving on to the video and I'm ranking armors in Jujutsu Infinite. Before we start, if you enjoy these types of tier list videos, don't forget to like the video and subscribe. Enjoy watching.
A very small portion of the audience is subscribed to the channel. Please don't forget to subscribe if you like these types of videos. Thanks.
The armors in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right, Camo Tech Hoodie, Crimson Patterned Haori, Dusk Hakama, Hazard Tech Suit, Heian Era Robe and Pants, Red Patterned Hoodie and Spring Patterned Haori. Alright, let's talk about some armor sets in Jujutsu Infinite that are solid for the early game but quickly fall off later. These pieces can give you a bit of a power boost, but don't get too attached. Once you move into the mid and late game, you'll need to upgrade. First up, we have the Crimson Patterned Haori. Now, this one's a bit of a mixed bag. You won't get any extra health or technique, but you get a decent plus 62 strength, and when you're low on health, you can dish out 50% extra damage against mobs. Not bad, right? It's perfect for those early battles where you need that little push to take down some enemies before you heal up. But as you level up, the lack of defense and the short-term nature of that buff make it less of a must-have. Next, there's the Hazard Tech Suit, which is all about defense. With plus 29.8 health and strength, it's a solid choice if you're looking to tank some hits, especially when facing bosses. The real kicker is the 35% extra defense against bosses, which can definitely make a difference in those tough encounters. However, as you progress, you'll find that defense alone doesn't carry you through tougher fights, and you'll start to outgrow it. Moving on, we have the Dusk Hakama. This one is a simple, no-nonsense piece with a nice split of plus 29.2 strength and technique. It's great for balanced playstyles and early on, it's going to serve you well. The lack of any health boost is a bit of a downside, but if you're not getting hit too much, you won't mind. Once you start facing more advanced enemies, you'll need more than just a balanced speed boost to stay competitive though. Now, the Spring Patterned Haori has a cool little niche with its plus 62 health boost, but don't expect much else. The real perk here is that gourds last 1 minute longer, which might be a lifesaver when you're dealing with health regeneration. In the early game, this can really help you stay in the fight a little longer, especially when you're juggling multiple enemies. But once you hit the mid game, the health bonus starts feeling pretty underwhelming compared to the more powerful sets. Finally, we've got the Heian Era Robe and Pants. These come with a nice mix of health and technique boosts, with the robe offering plus 34.3 health and the pants giving plus 22.9 technique. They also come with a bonus for black flashes, which deal 20% extra damage against mobs. Not a bad combo for boosting both survivability and offense, but again, as you level up, you'll find that the damage buffs and health aren't going to keep up with the increasing difficulty. So, while these armor sets are all decent options for the early game in Jujutsu Infinite, they won't carry you through to the end game. They each have their perks, but once you get deeper into the game, you'll need to look for armor that offers more sustainability, better damage, and stronger defensive stats. Still, if you're starting out, these will definitely help you get your footing. The armors in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right, Dark Patterned Haori, Hard-Boiled Prisoner Shirt and Pants, Heavenly Black Shirt, Rock Cleanser, Rust Tech Suit, Sorcerer Killer's Pants, and a Special Grade Sorcerer Jacket and Pants. Alright, so you're cruising through Jujutsu Infinite, and suddenly, you're swarmed by mobs, cursed spirits, and the occasional terrifying boss. You know you need armor that can handle the pressure. Well, in the mid game, you're not quite at that late game power yet, but you still need solid protection. Enter B tier armor. These bad boys are going to make sure you survive the chaos. First up, we've got the Rust Tech suit. Now, it's not the flashiest, but trust me, it's a workhorse. With plus 31 health and strength, it's a solid pick for those mid-game fights. Plus, it reduces the damage mobs deal to you by 20%. You'll feel a lot more confident taking on those large groups without worrying too much about getting overwhelmed. It's got your back when the mobs are relentless. Next, there's the Rock Cleanser, and this one is all about defense. You get plus 33.4 in health and technique, but here's the kicker. You get a 35% extra defense against bosses. That's huge when you're trying to take down those pesky boss enemies that love to wipe the floor with you. You can keep your health up, and with that extra defense, you'll find those boss fights way more manageable. Then we've got the special grade sorcerer jacket and pants. These bad boys offer plus 28.6 health and plus 42.9 technique for each piece, which is nice, but what really makes them stand out is the extra 25% damage you deal to all curses. If you're up against cursed mobs, this is a real game changer. The more curses you face, the more damage you dish out. It's an awesome way to take down cursed enemies with a little more ease. Now, let's talk about the hard-boiled prisoner shirt and pants. I know, the name alone sounds like you're about to cause some chaos. The health and strength boosts are pretty solid, plus of 45.8 health and 45.8 strength for the pants and plus 11.5 health for the shirt. But what really makes it shine is the 25% extra damage you deal to curses. Trust me, you'll feel like a curse slaying machine with this combo. For those of you looking to deal more damage to bosses, you'll want the dark patterned Howery. This armor gives you plus 12.4 health, plus 37.2 strength and plus 12.4 technique. It's not too bulky, but gives you a nice boost. What's really cool is that it gives you 35% extra damage against bosses. Boss fights are a big deal in Jujutsu Infinite, so having that extra edge could make all the difference in the world. And last but not least, we have the Sorcerer Killer's Pants and the Heavenly Black Shirt. Both have similar stats, plus 6 health and plus 53.6 strength. They also come with a pretty fun ability, Explosive Rush. When you rush at someone, the ground shatters beneath you, dealing 1% AoE damage. It's a nice little bonus that adds some extra damage while you're on the move, making it perfect for those quick takedowns. So there you have it, a rundown of some of the best B tier armors in Jujutsu Infinite. They may not be the top tier endgame gear, but they're more than capable of getting you through those tougher mid-game moments. The armors in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right, a Sinner's Cloak, a Sinner's Suit and Trousers, Deep Assassin Garment, Garment of Balance, Garment of the Stars, Ocean Jacket, Soul Robe and Soul Stitched Pants, Vest of Ruin, Violet Patterned Howery and Waves Patterned Howery. Alright, let's dive into the world of armor in Jujutsu Infinite. If you're looking for some solid alternatives to those S tier armors, you've come to the right place. We're talking about A tier armor, which is no slouch either. Sure, it's not packing the absolute highest stats, but the perks and benefits are still enough to give you a serious edge in your fights. Let's take a closer look at what these armors bring to the table. First up, we've got the Violet Patterned Howery. This armor gives you a nice boost to health plus 16.7 and strength plus 16.7, and the real kicker here is the technique boost 50, but the cherry on top, it deals 25% extra damage to all curses. If you're up against curse users, this armor is an absolute gem. Then there's the Vest of Ruin. This one's got solid health plus 51.5 and strength plus 25.8 boosts. And while it doesn't do much for technique, it's got a fantastic defensive perk. Mobs will deal 20% less damage against you, which is always helpful when you're trying to tank some hits. If you're looking for something that balances it all, the Garment of Balance might be the one for you. With health plus 29.8, strength plus 29.8, and technique plus 29.8 all getting an equal boost, this armor doesn't just give you well-rounded stats, it also boosts your damage by 25% against curses. It's versatile and packs a punch. The Waves Patterned Howery offers another neat option, giving health, strength, and technique boosts of plus 23 each. But what makes this one stand out is the 35% extra damage against bosses. If you're gearing up for a boss battle, this could be a game changer. Next up, we've got the A Sinner's Cloak, which might just be the coolest looking piece on this list. It gives a nice mix of health plus 26.7, strength plus 20, and technique plus 20. The real fun part? It's got some ninja-like abilities. You get a slightly higher double jump distance and dash, and when these effects turn black, it adds a whole new layer of style and utility. If you want something with a bit more flair, the Asina's suit and trousers combo is another solid choice. With health plus on 27.7, strength plus 28, and technique plus 28 boosts, it's similar to the cloak, but these pieces give you the bonus of dealing 25% extra damage to curses as well. It's like a stylish suit that doubles as your battle gear. For those who want to focus on something truly unique, the Soul Robe and Soul Stitched pants might be your best bet. The technique stat is off the charts, plus 95.3 / plus 62. And with the Soul Resonance perk, guard breaking someone applies transfiguration stacks. But wait, it gets better. Black flashing someone will cause those stacks to explode, giving you a nice burst of damage. Last but not least, we've got the Deep Assassin Garment. If you want to dish out some serious damage to bosses, this one's a great choice. It's got a massive strength boost, plus 64.3, but doesn't offer much for technique. Still, the 35% extra damage against bosses makes it a valuable piece of armor in your kit. So, whether you're looking to tank hits, deal more damage, or just look cooler while doing it, A-tier armor in Jujutsu Infinite has something for everyone. What's your favorite armor from this list? Let me know in the comments. The armors in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right: Cloak of Inferno, Deep Black Sailor's Vest, Demonic Robe and Toby, Ocean Blue Sailor's Vest, Overtime Suit and Trousers, and Volcano Pants. Alright, let's talk about some of the most insane armor sets in Jujutsu Infinite that'll make you feel like an absolute powerhouse. We're diving into the S tier gear, the armor that will not only keep you alive but also melt through enemies with insane effects. No more slapping enemies around with weak gear. These armors are for those who want to dominate. First up, we have the Cloak of Inferno. This armor is straight up fiery goodness. With a health boost of plus 50 and both strength and technique up by plus 40, it's already looking solid. But wait, the real magic happens with the Infernal Aura. This baby applies a burning status effect to every mob within 30 studs. And get this, the burn effect deals 1.5x more damage than usual. So yeah, not only are you tanking hits, but you're also setting everything on fire as you go. It's like having a personal BBQ with every encounter. Next, let's talk about the Demonic Robe and Toby combo. Health plus 60 on each piece? Yes, please. But that's just the start. You also get a boost in strength and technique, plus 125.8 each, which is nice, but here's where it gets spicy. Boss Hunter. You're getting 35% extra damage against bosses. That's a huge advantage if you're up against tougher foes. And don't forget Kokusen. When you land a Black Flash, you'll deal 20% extra damage against mobs. Imagine blasting through mobs and bosses like it's nothing. Now, we can't leave out the Ocean Blue Sailor's Vest, which takes a more unique approach. With a nice technique buff of plus 62.5, this armor boosts your Abyssal Curse, making your status effects last 20% longer against mobs. But here's the fun part. When you guard break or land a Black Flash, you'll apply the Wet status effect for 2 seconds. This might not seem like much, but Wet status stacks up for some pretty devastating combos. It's all about controlling the battlefield and turning the tide of combat. But hold on, because the Deep Black Sailor's Vest is ready to rival it. This one gives you a solid health boost of plus 62.5 and a technique increase of plus 20.9. It also comes with the same Abyssal Curse that extends your status effects. So whether you're rocking the Ocean Blue or the Deep Black, you're definitely going to be a force to be reckoned with in terms of controlling mob status. And just like the Ocean Blue, guard breaking or black flashing applies the Wet effect, making it another key part of your strategy. Let's get into the Volcano Pants, because sometimes you need a little extra oomph. With plus 51.5 health and plus 32.2 strength, these pants make sure you're not only surviving but dealing some serious damage. The cherry on top, the Berserker effect. When your health gets low, you deal 50% extra damage against mobs. It's like flipping a switch when you're on the ropes, giving you that chance to come back swinging harder than ever. Last but not least, the Overtime Suit and Trousers bring some serious synergy to the table. These will give you plus 41.7 health on both pieces, and your strength and technique will see boosts of plus 41.7 as well. But the real game changer is the Overtime Vow. Every time you kill a mob, you gain 40% extra damage for 30 seconds. That's right, Keep those kills coming and you'll be ramping up your damage to take down even more enemies in a flash. It's perfect for those who like to keep the action going, chaining kills to maximize your power. So, whether you're about to light the battlefield on fire with the Cloak of Inferno, or you're stomping through bosses with the Demonic Robe, these armors are the stuff of legends. They're all about stacking buffs, increasing your survivability, and making sure your enemies never see what hit them. If you want to become a force of nature, these pieces of armor are the way to go. The video ends here. See you in another video. Don't forget to subscribe.